Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 296 of Be With Me. Here's a activity for today. Subscribe now. If you go to bewithme.us, that is the website of this podcast, and you can hit an orange button there that says subscribe now, and every single day a new posting will be made, and you will get notifications of that in your email box. So subscribe if you wish. We are in Luke chapter 16, and we are studying the parable of the dishonest manager, and it's a crazy story in that a dishonest person, a man who is a manager, and he's using the resources that aren't his in a sense of his rich employer, and the employer finds out, the employer is going to fire him. And before he gets totally fired, he discounts two of the bills of the people that he's working with so that he makes friends for them, so that when he gets fired, he'll have an ability to be received into their houses, that they would still be friends. And then verse 8, this is the craziest verse. The master commended the dishonest manager for his shrewdness. And I'm going to continue to read. For the sons of this world are more shrewd in dealing with their own generation than the sons of light. And I tell you, make friends for yourselves by means of unrighteous wealth, so that when it fails, they may receive you into the eternal dwellings. So in these two verses, the dishonest manager is commended, not for his dishonesty, that's always condemned, but he's commended for his shrewdness, for his get this done, for the ability to, what are you going to do? I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. And then the goal here is to make friends. So he's making friends. So he's a shrewd friend maker, using his resources, and in this case, wealth. Unfortunately, it's not his own. To make friends for the kingdom. Now, verse 9 says, it's so that they may receive you into the eternal dwellings. So it's friends that end up in heaven. And then he's going to talk about some principles starting in verse 10. One who is faithful in very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in very little is also dishonest in much. If then you have not been faithful in unrighteous wealth, who will entrust to you the true riches? And if you have not been faithful in that which is another's, who will give you that which is your own? No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. So in verse 8, we find that the dishonesty is never commended, but what is commended was that this guy is wily, that he is shrewd, that he makes a way, that he finds a way to accomplish friendship. And the goal of this, if we could title this maybe, is making friends for heaven, or maybe learning from the sons of this world. He has something to offer us to learn, even though he's a dishonest person. He's not completely without merit. So we're supposed to assess, what can I give? What can I bring to bear? Have an eye for influencing and reach, and maybe expanding the kingdom geographically. Friends don't come randomly. My daughter got home from kindergarten. She says, I said, how was your day? She said, I had a great day. Why was that? Well, I made a friend today. Well, how'd you make a friend? Well, I told her name, and I asked her, and I told her, and I asked her name, and she told me, and poof, we were friends. And I think probably we need more than just poof to make friends. He's saying, put your time and your talent and your treasure to work. Use your wealth. Yes, use your resources. Use money even to, whatever that is, to further the kingdom. Verse 10 talks about being faithful in little, being reliable, and proving your faithfulness, proving your honesty, proving your dependability. So yes, use your time, talent, and treasure. And then verse 11 talks about getting truth and at the very end of this. So using world things, time, talent, treasure, the resources that you can bring to bear, same things we all get. So it's either we're going to serve worldly riches or end up serving a rich God with these things. Hopefully, if we serve a rich God, we get the fourth bonus of not just time, talent, and treasure, but also truth. So in conclusion, make friends that end up in heaven. That should be in our mindset, and we should shrewdly appropriate our resources to that end. That is, use your time, talent, and treasure and truth to make friends that end up in heaven. Another conclusion is let's approach this humbly. We're stewards, managers, accountable. We're going to be accountable at the end of all this. So shrewdness is actually praised in this story. Friends are probably not going to happen by randomness. They're probably not going to happen by my POOF story. And resources are going to be required as we bring them to bear. So let's make friends from heaven. Let's work smarter. Let's work shrewdly. Let's be like this dishonest person in his shrewdness, like this son of the world as he's described. So make friends for the kingdom. I bless you, my brothers and sisters, and subscribe if you would to bewithme.us. We will see you tomorrow. I bless you. Make a friend today.